Alrighty, geometry, welcome back to our last example of practicing with the properties of a parallelogram. So as you can see, I've already marked out my diagram with tick marks to show that my opposite sides are congruent. And I've already set up my two equations. So one of my equations is going to be x plus 14 equals 2y plus 5, and that's the purple equation. The other equation is going to be 5y minus 10 equals 3y minus 2, and that's this equation that's written in green. So when I look at my two equations down here, one of the things that I'm looking for is to see if any of the variables have a coefficient of 1, so that we can use substitution to solve the system. So when I look at both of these, I see that equation 1 has x by itself. And so that means I can get the equation in x equals form. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by subtracting 14 on both sides of my equation. So I end up with something that looks like x equals 2y minus, and then we have to do 5 minus 14. So x equals 2y minus 9. So now from here, what we can do is we take this 2y minus 9 and we're going to substitute it where we see an x into my green equation. So I'm going to write that up here. So I have 5y minus 10 equals 3. Now, instead of writing x, this is where I'm going to use the substitution. I'm going to write 2y minus 9 because right here, that's what x stands for. X is equivalent to 2y minus 9. And then I'm going to copy down the rest of that green equation. Okay, now that I've substituted correctly, I can go ahead and distribute that 3 and start solving for y. So I get 5y minus 10 equals 3 times 2y, that's 6y, and then 3 times negative 9, that's negative 27, and bring down that negative 2. Okay, let's simplify everything on the right. So I have 5y minus 10 equals 6y. Negative 27 minus 2 is going to give us negative 29. Okay, let's keep moving some stuff over. I'm going to start off by subtracting my 5y on both sides. So I end up with negative 10 equals y minus 29. And then I'm going to move the 29 to the other side. I'm sorry, not minus 29. That should be plus 29. So I end up with negative 10 plus 29, and that's going to give me 19. So that tells me that y is equal to 19. Now from there, I can go ahead and plug that into any equation. I can plug it into the purple one. I can plug that value for y into the green one, or I can plug it into the gray one. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the gray one just to make my life a little easier. So I have x equals 2y minus 9. And I'm going to substitute 19 in for y. So 19 times 2 is going to give me 38. And 38 minus 9 is going to give me 29. So I got x equals 29. So your solution to this, or if you're writing it as an ordered pair, it's going to be 29 comma 19. And we're done with the problem.